Hi Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 93. If you are new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch. I hope you like what you see. Stick around, subscribe, comment, interact, do all the things. And if you're returning friends, thank you for coming back for the celebration. Check these out. Happy 4th of July belated for those in the United States. These are like my favorite little hat. Our 4th of July was off the radar. My husband and a couple other guys in the neighborhood decided to orchestrate an event sponsored by our neighborhood, like with a 2-week notice. So fireworks on the hill. It was a lot of fun. There was a huge turnout. I'm so proud of him. He was so nervous about it. So they had food trucks and bands and bouncy houses and of course the fireworks show. And earlier in the day, for an appreciation for everyone in the neighborhood that kicked in and helped, we had a potluck feed. So it was a good festive day and I was tired afterwards. And I still think I'm trying to catch up from sleep. But it was all good and I'm super excited for my husband that it turned out because he was so nervous. But I'll do a couple little more personal things at the end, but I wanted to say happy 4th of July with my cute little hat on and kick this week off. So thank you. All right, let's jump into, first of all, I had so much love for my whip parade. So thank you for all of the love and kindness and enabling and encouragement. You guys were awesome. I did have a couple questions that came out of it. So my project bags that you saw me shuffling in and out, most of them are ones that I have made. Some have been gifted to me. But I actually followed the Vonna Pfeiffer, I'm going to put her name here, tutorial on envelope project bags. And I actually made a template and all the things. And I fine-tuned it a little bit to where, like, if you saw any of them, if I find one in this pile, I'll show it to you. But I put a clear sleeve on the outside so I can put a business card in and out to tell me what project it is. So another question that came up, which I did respond to in the comments, but if you remember the piece that was called Baby It's Cold Outside, mine was a blue conversion versus the red barn that's there. That is from, again, I'm putting the name here, My Life with Miss Sassy. You can find her on Instagram. She does lots of amazing conversions, and that was her conversion that I'm using. So, a couple of other things. I know, get into the stitching, but I wanted to let you know, I probably will have another video that comes up this week for my Black Needle Society. We had a bunch of them come in, and my Frogworks kicks off this week, so I want to do that unboxing video. It'll be up, I don't know, probably Wednesday. But along with that, looks like they may be opening the wait list, pulling off of the wait list. So if you are interested in the subscription box, and that would be my pirate box and my rainbow box and my, they all run together, on the go stitching box. And some future ones that are coming up are like a cozy something and a resolution something. So if you are interested at all, Black Needle Society waitlist, if you're just wanting to get on the waitlist and try one box, you can use my Jabber 5 code. But really, I enjoy the boxes if you've watched my unboxing. So there you go. One more thing. No, I don't know why I keep saying one more thing. I had a fellow stitcher reach out to us and wanting to know if we can help her out. So she's from across the pond, and some of our stuff is, of course, not readily available, or it's astronomical, like to buy it plus to ship it. So long story short, Audrey is looking for the Stone Creek Dilly Dally chart. If you watch Pam and Steph, it's in the background right over their shoulders. But if you have it and you're wanting to destash it, or if you have it and you're wanting to gift it away, you've already stitched it, you don't want it anymore, or whatever, she's willing to pay for shipping. But get a hold of me at janetjabber@gmail.com, and we're going to help her out if we can. I know it's still available on the Stony Creek website, but it's like $17 plus the additional shipping. So just looking to see if anyone has it and they're wanting to get rid of it first. All right, now let's talk about our under 1,000 subs club. I had a recommendation of a brand new floss tuber. So she is new to me and she was recommended by one of you. Her name is Melissa and it's Under the Evening Stars. She literally has a couple videos out. So if you're interested, go check her out. Another fellow one I met at StitchCon so very briefly. I wish I would have had more time to chat. Lessons learned at StitchCon. I love to stitch, of course, but you only get so much time to visit. So who I'm talking about is Gina from Hanging by a Thread. She has quite a few floss tubes out and she is in the 100 under 1,000 subs club. So go check her out. One more thing before we jump into the stitching, and I'm not doing bad. 5 minutes in. So I want to give a big all thanks to for the link of Buy Me a Coffee, which helps me with finishing or giveaways on this channel. But I want to thank Rebecca and Zan. Thank you for the kindness since I've seen you last. With that, we're going to jump into stitching. I have 2 finishes this week. So I am reaching. Hope this whole big old pile doesn't go. So let's remember, you haven't seen any stitching in 2 weeks. So yeah, I have quite a bit here because I did a whip parade instead of a normal update. But it is jolly. Nope, it is Christmas in July for Janet. So it's hard to keep all those straight. But so I had, if you remember, if you watched my whip parade, I have 8 little ornaments and I would love to have a goal to get all of those done this month. We will see. Some of them were super close and some of them are not. So this was a super close one and it's already done. And it is honoring Little Miss right here. Ready? Raggedy Ann, here you go. This is the chart, all dolled up series from the Little Needlework, Little House Needleworks. And this one is called Under the Tree. And this is where it is. It is done. I already have my initials in this package right here. I am not doing the stuff across the bottom because I don't want to date it that big. And I actually used beads. Can you see? Beads for the garland to look like popcorn. So there you go. Super cute. I love it. Wonky eyes on the... Look at those wonky eyes. Whatever. I go with it. So 1 of the 8 done. And I can put this away. This is a smaller version of a template I just modified for the Vonify first, so it does like those little halfy charts. And here's a second one of those. All right, this is a done for me. This is Night Walk Down. And if you recall, I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just doing the lady and her cat. And I'm super excited about how it turned out. I want to tell you real quick. This is stitched on a 28 count Lugana hickory from Collar and Cotton. And I love how she turned out. And the kitty cat, I love it. So there she is. That is what drew me to this chart. And that is what I wanted to accomplish. So I love how the cat turned out. I did change the colors on that to a shades of gray, I think is what it's called. I'm holding it up and looking for it. Shades of Gray by Fiberlicious is why. And I fussy cut it a little bit because it was, I wasn't digging it. I love it. My daughter loves it. That's the lady that she liked and she helps me make a few changes into the colors. I don't know what I may have them noted, but I'm kind of weird about that, about keeping track. Anyway, love it. The hair is one of the colors. That was supposed to be, I think, cinder and it wasn't jiving with me and I changed it to a redhead. Imagine that. So 2 finishes for now. There you go. Finish. All right, so let's jump into my whips. Works in progress. And if you recall, I've been saying this for a while now, but whatever. Summer Queen is my daily stitch. I stitch on her for 30 minutes a day. She is stitched on a 28 count Lugana Love Letter colors from Collar and Cotton. And this is where I'm at. So I have the face and the neck done, and I'm starting in on some of the white in the dress. So I love how she looks, and I love how she looks on this. Even though that is like blending right there, there's some back stitching, so it'll pull out. Love it. I love my mirrors. All right. This is what, oh, this doesn't have a thingy in it. But see, this is what I mean by the Fontify, for I modified a little bit. I put a piece of vinyl, I sewed it in a U, so I can slip a business card in and out to tell me what's in this project. So super cute, super cute. I actually reached out to Vaughn. I was like, do you think this will work? And she I love her. She's like, just go for it. So yeah. All right, this one I mentioned during my whip parade. I needed to get on it. I don't know why I backed off of it. I'm going to put a picture of it here. This is the Grim Tales by Cloud Factory. It is being stitched on a sea glass by Be Stitch Me. I'm thinking it's 18 count. I actually did not write it on there. Bad Janet. And this is where I'm at on it. So when I did my whip parade, I still had little guy on the horse and finish her face out, I think, and motifs. I had the alphabet and a motif to still do and the tree to still do. So anyway, since I've seen you last, I did all of Cinderella and I finished up Rapunzel. And I have a mistake in this little guy right here, and I'm not fixing it, just going with it. And if I didn't tell you, I don't know that you would figure it out, but anyway, that is, that got some good loving. So this next one, I'm putting in a picture of it here. This is Positively Rules by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It was a stitch along back in 2020, which I fell off the bus on. It's stitched on a 22 count Ada. It's a mystery blue from Be Stitch Me. And I got the I got the rainbow done. So I finished out this rainbow over here. I literally have, I think, 3 more parts to do. I think I have words here, here, words, door, words. So this is coming along, and it's good and colorful and fun, and I love how it works. So now my next one is my one that I'm stitching for my lovely Elizabeth daughter. That whip parade did me so much good to jump in. So first of all, I have to thank Mary Ashcraft. I knew I wanted to change the color. Well, let me rephrase that. My daughter knew she wanted me to change the color of this dress. So I dug back through Mary Ashcraft's video because that's what she wanted. So I let Mary do the work. We'll see how it works out when I do it. But I'm talking to you about Dreaming Girl from Barbara Anna Designs. I'm stitching it on a 32 count Azura Blue Lugana. And this is where I'm at on her. I don't think I had this much done. So since my whip parade, I did the flowers over here. And what I'm referring to is her dress. So her dress in this is charted in a brown, and my daughter is all about Meredith from, you're screaming at me right now and I just went blank. So yeah, not happening. I'm not gonna remember. And this is what I'm talking about, and we'll see what it looks like. And if I have to outline it, I will. But this color on this, oops, let me do this again. This color on this, I think it'll be good. I think it'll stand out just enough, but it's what she wants. And thank you, Mary. You don't even know that you helped. I don't think so. So I did get a little more on that done, and of course I will touch it again. These next two, I said in the whip parade I needed to get out, and I have gotten out and given it a day. So this is my ink circles halfway there, or half the fun, excuse me, half the fun ink circles. This was in my on-the-go stitching box from Black Needle Society. And it is stitched on My Precious 18 count by Be Stitch Me. And this is where I got to. When I saw you last, I literally had the plain. So I am happy. Look at that. That's kind of distorting it. Happy where how it's looking. So I think I picked the perfect fabric and the perfect color. It's being stitched with 10 bucket. And I love how it's looking. So there you go. See, I have regular envelopes too. I don't have all. That's Amazon. This next one, I mentioned, hey, I need to do maybe 1 tree a week or a month. And then I reached out to Daily. I'm like, do you know how many trees are in And a Forest Grew? And she was like, no, I never counted. Well, I did a rough count, and it's like 100 something. So that 1 a month is not working for me. So I am going to play catch up. It may take me till the end of summer, let's be honest. So how about 1 a week? that would be this, make this like a 2-year project-ish. And it may be more, who knows. I may end up setting like time, but we're gonna go with it and just make sure I like my One Nation, touching it every single week. I think that's halfway through the year, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon for this. But it was my 50th, so it's not like really halfway through the year. But so I put one more tree in, and I will progress on this and I will get caught up. Things are super busy in the next couple weeks for us, but it is just being stitched on a normal, plain old 20 count ivory Aida. And I want, the reason I have all of the threads in this bag sorted out, but not on my floss drops like I like. And I think that's what stops me from getting started is I have to get those on the thread drops, and then it'll be easier just to work on the pattern. So what I'm going to give myself grace with first is like, let's dedicate, I don't know, 30 minutes of bombinating a day and see how I can go. I know it's a hot mess right now. Like I said, the next 2 weeks are super busy in my life. And we'll, if you care to know, we'll talk about that in the personal stuff at the end. All right, 3 more pieces to show you. And these are my themed Monday to Wednesday, Friday things. So Mill Hill Monday. Mill Hill Monday, this is the one I'm stitching on right now. It's a fall back, and this looks so ratty and tatty. But it's so hard to see, but this is where I'm at. And that's still hard to see, but it is. Oh, geez, Janet. All right, so I started the center, of course, worked my way up, and I'm working on that. So that is hard to see. I might have to get something. Does this make a difference? Oh, that makes a little difference on the black background. But anyway, plugging along at that. This one, sorry, there's a zipper noise because that one I will lose. That is so tiny to not lose. So there you go. For Wicked Wednesday, I have been stitching on my hands-on design series. So the one I'm working on right now is Broomstick Fuel. And this is where I'm at. So kind of the top outlining and starting to work toward the bottom down here. So doing that one. And last but not least for my weekly stitches is Christmas, or Festive Friday as I call it. And, oh, my stuff's still trying to fall. This is Reindeer Xmas by RETM. I have all the Quakers on the bottom done. And started works more on that tree. So hopefully this week I can get the rest of that tree done and go from there. I haven't decided rest of the tree, probably rest the tree, and then I'll start on the reindeer at the other end. I think that little train thing is going to be time consuming in there, but I am super glad that for right now, the season I'm in, that I decided to start picking these up on those weekly things versus I was just doing the 13th and the 25th, and I really would neglect them. So I get more time on them by doing the weekly things, the Wicked Wednesday and Festive Friday. So, all right, that is all the stitching I have. The next couple of things I have are to show you plans, which involve stitching, of course. So you're going to see me pull some stuff out. I'm going to talk to you first off about WIPGO. WIPGO numbers were called, and I didn't mention them last week, of course, because it was the WIP parade, and you were seeing everything anyway. But my number 12 that got called is Beautiful Things by Lindy Stitchies. And I am super excited about this one being called again. I think this is the second time it's been called. I think it's on my board like 3 times. This is the piece that it's being stitched on, where it's at. So I believe this one is like 5 days in order to do this. And I'm digging because I had Carrie ask me what, is it Carrie that asked me? Yeah, Carrie asked me what the fabric was. This is the Silk Weavers. I am so sorry to tell you. It's an 18 count Aida and it's a solo dyed. So you're not going to be able to get that again. But let's look at it again real quick for you. I have dyed my own before. This looks like it is probably like the tanny color. I don't know. Because you can see that bit of orange right there, which is why I think I like this so much because there's no consistency. So I'm sorry, Carrie, it's a solo dye from Silk Weavers. But if you have the, I don't know what word I'm looking for. I'm so bad about that. If you have the desire to try, give it a try and just, I always challenge myself to try. I have dyed a couple of things before, so you've seen me talk about it in here, but go for it. If not, I'm sure Be Stitch Me has something that would be amazingly incredible on that, or any other solo dyers. To Dye for Stitch, she does amazing work too, so I'm sure you could find something. All right, this next piece you are going to be so happy for. Well, maybe you're not. I am. One person yelled at me for it in the whip parade, but my other whip go is Daisy by Nora Corbett. And if you recall from my whip parade, all I have is her legs and her beading to do. Legs and beading. She got called on my whip go for a finish, so she's going to be finished this month. She's going to be finished. And I hope I can get those hard creases out of her from where I have not stored her right, I guess. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so that's it for that part of my plans. This coming week is Frogwarts. That starts on Wednesday night. I will be at work then, and I'm not sure how much I'll get to participate in the retreat, but I will be there as much as I can. So that is what is in my plans. Frogwarts retreat, digital retreat, and starting this piece right here. I got to get that started before retreat, I believe. Well, I know there was a goal, like get it done, and I knew that I was never going to make that, so I didn't even jump in on that challenge. But that's it for the cross-stitching stuff. I have some haul and some mail and some personal stuff to talk about at the end, so if you're sticking around, stick around. If not, I understand. All right, let's see what's in my pile first. This is mail. Let's do mail. Candace K was a super lovely lady, sent me something from StitchCon that she grabbed, and I am in love with it. So this is the cute packaging, but I want to get it out. It's a sunflower scissor fob that she said you have to have. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I have been waiting to put this out and show it to you so I can put it on my scissors that I sit with, because I love it. Thank you, Candace. I love it. And finding places. Okay. This next thing is not so much a stitching haul, but kind of like dreams of being a quilter, but it has got a little stitching information. So what I'm talking about is this fat quarter pack, which are like bugs and flowers. Look, there's ladybugs and butterflies, and but the story behind this is my insurance guy, who is also my husband's best friend, he stopped over and he was like, he calls me Jibber Jabber. Jibber Jabber, have you heard about the new store down in Bluffton? I was like, no. And it is a quilting store called The Farmer's Wife, and I had never heard of it. So there was a ribbon opening ceremony. So I went and checked it out. And the super cute thing was, of course, I finished stuff. So this is a cool source for me, but I actually want to quilt something. But anyway, and you can always use the fabric for a project bag. So there's that too. But when I walked in the store, they actually have some cross stitching. It's not a lot. And it's all Lori Holt stuff, but super cute, super just excited to have another little business, like have enough strength to put themselves out there and see where this goes. So I'm going to probably take a lesson on making like just a little quilt placement thing and like jump in that way before I jump in all the way. Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. And yeah, but one of the things, I almost forgot. One of the things that they had there that Elizabeth Ann can stitch Is that Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch? Is that your name? I know you don't watch me, whatever. She was doing a finishing video and she pointed out to this fabric pen, air erasable fabric pen that she uses to mark on her stitching when she's getting ready to stitch. And it actually disappears like in a half an hour after you write on it. And the lady at the quilting store also reiterated that is true. And it also, only way it reappears is in like sub-0 degree temperature. She's like, you got to put it in your freezer for this stuff to show back up. So super cute for that, for finishing. And then I think that'll help me with like lining stuff up instead of my wonderful eyeballing technique. All right. This is the haul-ish kind. So this right here, I'm not going to open it up, but this is my finishing pack that I get from Crazy Annie. This is called Faded Violets. I can see, like, look at that purple there. There's some trim. There's some buttons in there, and there's a piece back there. So cute finishing, and I throw it in my stuff to use. All right, if you haven't received your June, and you should have by now, Fabric of the Month, Fabric Club from Color and Cotton, look away. I'm going to show what mine is. I'm going to say the name this time because I'm sure everybody's got this, but Fieldstone is the name. And this is what it looks like. I'm all about that color. I am. My next one is by Bestitch Me, Fabric of the Month, and there's an and. It's called Grog. Sorry, look away. 32 count Lugana, and it looks like this. Y'all know I'm the neutral. I stitch on neutral, so it's perfect. But she was having like a customer appreciation thing, like on her Facebook thing, and me pleased me one of them, and I won. So this is a 28 count Lugana, and it's called Ocean Blue, and I love it. Love it, love it. So that just screams summer, and oh, yes it does. Yes it does. All right, 3 patterns that, one of them I bought a long time ago and I printed off because I want to start, so this kind of plans, and 2 of the other ones that I purchased. So this is a one from Magic Maui, Manas? I don't know how to say that. Anyway, this is Ohana. I watched Lilo and Stitch this week, and I was like, hey, where's that pattern I bought? And these next 2 are Stitchy Princess on Etsy. And the first one is Underwater World. Yes, please. That is super cute. And the next one is Magic Swamp. Again, can you see the frog? Can you see that frog there? Oh, they're beautiful. I love it. So, and then the last thing that I purchased, which is from I always say it wrong, and I watch you and you've taught me how, and then I don't do it in the spur of the moment. Allegra Stitches. Can you see that? Oh, look at me, look at that. Anyway, these are 2 of her, she makes these bags that are called kitted up bags, and I couldn't resist. So along the lines, it's not a big bag. This will probably fit my half projects, but yep, Lilo and Stitch was that week. And the next one is Festive Cocktails. I don't know what this was called, but that's what I think of when I see it. So summer cocktails. So I look forward to using these, and I just think they're small enough to put a small project and put in my like on the go bag. So that was my mail and my purchases and whatnot. I want to give a couple more personal things here. So I mentioned that life was going to be crazy and busy. But before I do that, I had one request because of another request that I just now remembered because of my whip parade. I mentioned that I had my homemade version of my Starbucks. So I drink vanilla chai tea with almond milk. I'm going to put a picture in here. This is the products that I use for my homemade chai tea, which saves me money in the long run. And if you didn't want to do the unsweetened vanilla almond, you could do sweetened. I've done that in the past when I'm like not being super good. So yeah. Okay, so why is it going to be so busy? I have the frogworts going on. And I have my 10th anniversary with my husband the same time as frogworts, but I don't know what we got going on. We're not going on any big trips or anything like that. And then, only 10 years that we've been doing this crazy together. But I love it, wouldn't change it for the world. And then the following week, which you'll hear me say this again, is my daughter's 16th birthday. And there's another digital retreat. So things are just really busy right now. But it's summer. I think everybody's busy and trying to catch up from like not doing anything for so long. So the hustle and bustle is back and it is what it is. But so that is what I got going on. Other than that, the retreat, anniversary, and do this again next week with you. So we'll see what I've got to show you. But until the next time, keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.